Okay, so we took a look at answering questions number 1 and 2. Question number 1 deals with the theme of the piece, what is the message? Question number 2 deals with the tone and the mood of the piece, what is the emotional quality or the feelings of the piece. For question number 3, this is where we start looking at the analysis part of your essay. Question number 3 again is what techniques does the author use in order to create the message and the emotion of the piece? And so the first thing we're going to look at, the first technique we'll talk about is word choice. So, or another term for word choice is diction. So creating meaning and emotions with the words that the author uses. So we have diction again. You should know that diction means word choice. If you're not sure or can't repeat that on a test, you should write that down. We have two types of diction. We have the connotation of the word. Connotation is the emotional or cultural meaning behind a word. So they would be kind of your slang or kind of the feelings that we have between a certain type of word. An example would be horse. We have the term horse. The dictionary definition for noble steed or a nag or mustang or any of those kinds of words all mean horse. But those words have connotations. They have different feelings to them. A noble steed, means something much more different as far as its connotation than a nag. A nag is an old female horse that isn't really in her prime anymore. She's been used. Whereas a steed or a mustang would be a younger horse in his prime. So connotation is the different sort of underlying meanings behind a word. We also have denotation, which is more like the dictionary definition of a word. So the denotation of a steed or nag would be horse. You also have to be careful though, because dictionary definitions change over time. Words like awful and terrific. So if we take a look at the history of a word like awful, if you see it in an older text, a lot of times awful does not mean bad. It means something like awesome or awe-inspiring. Likewise, the word terrific in older texts can mean terrible.